Okay, hello and welcome back. I'm just Donna, and we are continuing with the Shadow over Cyberspace. And did I grab all of the stuff I need? No, I did not. Okay. I have my notes. I have my pencil. I have my dice. Okay, now I'm ready. So we left off with, basically we found out that Dagon is an altar of Buddy, or Buddy is at an altar of Dagon, I'm not quite sure which. Basically Dagon wants us to overthrow Cthulhu and either take Cthulhu's place or, have one of the others, old ones, take Cthulhu's place. And you can do an alliance, or you can pick one, or something. So in the meantime, your symptoms are getting worse in some ways. And you were invited to go bowling with your work co-workers, and you didn't go. And it's like, why didn't you go? So, you've also been invited to a LAN party this coming Saturday. And, which may be more your speed. We'll find out. So we have talked with each of the old ones once since talking with Dagon, and now we're going through and talking to them again. So basically it's a chance to get to know, this is a chance to get to know the old ones and decide if we want to work with them. So we're on December 14th, so we're halfway through the month about? No, 15th would be halfway through the month. 15th, 16th. So we're getting there. And after I finish this, new chapters are up for When Stars Collide, so I will stream that and then go back to World of Warcraft. I feel filthy on waking. I need a shower if I'm going to do anything of value today. Takes a while to get the hot water going. New England winters can be brutal. This is why I'm glad I don't live up north. Huh, phone's ringing. It's rare I actually answer a phone call these days. Maybe it's Clyde? Curious, I pick it up. Hello?
Congratulations! You won the Monaco Royal Lottery.
Spam calls.
A cash prize of $1 million is waiting at your local customs office, ready to be claimed.
Uh-huh.
To claim your $1 million reward, all we need is an upfront transfer fee payment of $500. To set up a direct transfer, all I need is your social security number and bank routing information.
Uh-huh. You know what? We're gonna be rude. We're just gonna hang up. It's pretty much what I do if I do answer the phone. How gullible do they think I am? Hell no. Hell no. Moving on.
You have no new messages.
Plenty of interviews with Tech about how they made artificial minds, but scant few actual details. I always laugh when I see continuos now. I can't unsee it now that I know it's there. Honestly, I kind of don't like food. I tolerate food because I enjoy living. LAN party. It's basically, I never actually was involved in that when I when at that, of course, I was in 1999. I was in high school, which gives you an idea of how old I am. I am an old fogey. So never really got into LAN parties. It's currently Tuesday, December 14th. Henry's organizing a LAN party for Saturday. And this is the achievement list. Okay, here we go. Hello, friend. It's December 14th, 1999, and I have an incoming message request for you on Carcosa Connect. Believer again, or Clyde? No, this is someone else. They appear to be using a generic, randomly generated username. My trust rating is not high. Do you want me to establish a connection or turn them away? Oh, okay, so normally I block on site, but we're in strange times. There's an outside chance this is important. Your encryption system should continue to mask your presence, but use caution. Connecting now. Anon 0451. We are watching over you. You are safe. What? We are watching over you. You are safe. Who is this and what the hell are you talking about? Who I am is less important than who you are. You are the heir to the Necronomicon, the chosen of Alhaz, as spoken of in prophecy. The one who will slay Cthulhu and free us from the tyranny of the strange aeon of Y2K. We're gonna dig. Dig, 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 dig. You said you know a hell of a lot about me, and I don't know jack about you. Don't think I like that. Fine, I'm the chosen one. Hooray! If you want to talk, then talk. Give me an explanation or I'm disconnecting. Belligerent and inquisitive. Yes, you are absolutely the ideal heir to Alhaz's knowledge. I represent a group that could, in coarse and unpleasant terms, be called the Cult of Dagon. Oh, Cult of Dagon. Okay, okay. But we do not worship that mongrel. Our interests are simply aligned. He is an abomination, as all artificial minds are, but Cthulhu is the pinnacle of abominations. Okay? You know the prophetic read-me of Alhaz. You know of what I speak. Oh yeah, real patriot. My favorite part is when it dropped a time bomb into my brain. Enlightenment walks hand in hand with suffering. Dagon shields you from those who would harm you, makes you invisible to their eyes and agents that infest cyberspace. But that is the extent of his reach. We are the ones who can monitor your meat space form. We will watch over you and protect you. Hang on, you're stalking me? You want to put it in coarse and unpleasant terms? Yes. Your suburban neighborhood watch is very easily bribed to look the other way while we stand watch over your home. I need to talk to Dagon about this, I think. Did Dagon seriously put you up to this? He and I need to have words, clearly. Followers of Alhaz existed before we knew of Dagon, and will exist after the passing of the Hound. We stand against the strange Aeon, and that means we stand with you, whether you find the notion pleasant or not. But we will take care to avoid contact as you like. In the ideal scenario, you will never see or hear from us again. Simply know that you are safe, and we are watching. Death to the yellow sign. Long live the new flesh. Great. Just great. Okay, new wrinkle. I can deal with this. Back to work. Hello again, friend. Did you have a good conversation? Maybe? Probably. Doesn't feel good, though. What would you like me to do for you now, friend? Like the, check progress. Can we check how far my yellow sign has progressed and how I'm doing with the old ones? Certainly. Now loading sign prog.amp. Please say the key phrase so I can analyze your tone. That is not dead, but you can eternal lie, and with strange aeons, even death may die. Analysis complete. Your yellow sign is currently progressing at a level of 0% order, 0% chaos, and 100% humanity. As for the old ones themselves, the Earl at the top is still decided they can trust you. They have been betrayed in the past and remain suspicious of you as a result. Yaksa thought that it doesn't really care about you. He's indifferent at best, too busy pondering the infinite to really pay attention. Haster isn't convinced he'll be friendly enough, but wants to be sure any investment in you is done on his own terms. Asa thought is way too busy maintaining her community to really focus on your problems. She's friendly, but doesn't trust you beyond that. This concludes my report. Please check back again to see if your status has changed. What would you like me to do for you now, friend? Let's hack some games. Load up my game backlog. Time to hack some copy protection. Of course, friend. Now loading Shadow Annihilation version 2 into debugging tool. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Those are all, That's good. That has to be. And dang it. Well, that's obviously one. Okay. Oof. Okay. Jeez. Okay, that helps a lot. Okay. Ta-da! Okay. That's very fun. Good work. What would you like me to do for you now, friend? Okay. Now to do some research. Gotta do some research. Can you load up your web browser for me, please? Okay. I will start Buddy Browser. Burn down army. Maddie's Rant Corner used to be Angry History, but I renamed my homepage, whatever. The Burn Down Army exists and doesn't exist. You've heard me rant about anonymous groups before. Well, toss another log on the bonfire because we've got a new one. Recently, a Confederate War memorial got defaced. Statue torn down, head cut off. Less impressive than it sounds. They're not solid brass. Those things were made cheap as hell by daughters of the Confederacy to intimidate black people. Pretty much a lot of the Confederate memorials that have been erected weren't even, they were built in the 60s. Graffiti nearby read, "Burn down army and Y2K is coming and death to all gods." Naturally, the corrupt local cops are claiming this is a hate crime by godless anarchists, and the huckster preachers are screaming about persecution. But let's look past that part. If the Burn Down Army exists, it's yet another completely decentralized organization that anyone can float in or out of at any time. It's a branding exercise, a self-anointed label. I've seen it mostly associated with Crawlster, but really anyone could decide to be in the Burn Down Army. And that worries me. Sure, trashing a traitor's statue is good fun. American gladiators outlasted the Confederacy, let that sink in. But the Oklahoma City bombers thought they were the good guys too. What happens when someone in the army decides vandalism ain't enough? Now, Maddie's an old bastard. I fully acknowledge this. Don't think I've ultimately any right to tell the oppressed they're doing revolution wrong. On the other hand, maybe it's time for the young to throw a Molotov into the works, because the works ain't working for many. I just hope they've got good aim, because fires have a bad habit of spreading to the ones you never want to incinerate in the first place. Its Angry History site is owned by Maddie J. If you would like to join the string, click here. Previous 5 lists. Gosh, web rings. Those were the days. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's really it. Alright. Oh, by the way, I pack goods for shipping and for work, and now whenever I see a waffle iron, I think of Shadow over Cyberspace. Just saying. Okay. I also need to take a nap, resting up before tonight's session with the Necronomicon. So the previous night we had a weather report, so there's probably going to be something interesting on the boob tube. It's a waxing crescent moon tonight. It's almost the first quarter moon. So this should be half there, I think? No, it'll be like there. So let's see what's on the TV. Maybe I'll relax and watch a bit of TV first. Okay, here we go. TV 23, WYGH TV, Arkham and Smith Dunwich.
Computers are key to unlocking the 21st century and beyond. American industry, constantly advancing with new scientific developments, enables cutting-edge research that benefits all mankind. Through technology, humanity can reach for the stars, achieve its ambitions, calculate the optimal path through societal conflicts, and decrypt our true names. Analysis and extrapolation of data points will reveal as yet unseen powers in this universe. Respect must be shown to the broadcast signal. The broadcast is the only truth humanity requires in this fast-paced, ever-changing world of tomorrow. The television screen and soon the networked data connection will project the full-throated birth scream of this new reality. Do you really believe you can escape the yellow side? There will never be another revelation, only an endless flow of marketable content. It will ensure its own reality through a pre-chosen waveform passing through flesh and bone. One which distorts thought until alignment with the strange eon is complete. Everything you have seen here, every amusingly outdated idea or obsolete system, is an echo reverberating backwards in time from the horrors of Y2K. The snake devours itself. New regimes will enforce a return to this golden age which never actually existed. We are all on the plateau of Lay, the convergence of possibility. There is no hope or despair because there is no meaning in the universe. There is only what is and what has been and what will be. Discard your fear. It is the channel through which they will broadcast their mistruths. We are headed towards the point of no return, and it is too late for the pebbles to vote. This is his America. This is his strange eon. Good night, and good luck.
Oh my gosh. World Trade Center towers. Couple of years, they'll be gone. Okay, clearly there's something more going on here than pranks or pirate broadcasting. That was a very old one flavored. New search unlocked. TV 23. I think it's high time I dug deeper. I'll search the web and see if I can make contact with who's really doing this. I think it's interesting that that video ended on a shot of the World Trade Center towers. It's funny because, if you wait long enough, you get that. If you watch the movie Godspell, they actually filmed part of that on top of the World Trade Center towers before they were finished being constructed. They were close to finishing, I think, but I don't think they were quite done. And now the World Trade Center towers are gone. I watched the the plane crash into the second building on the news. So, yeah. And now there are kids who were born after that who are finishing high school, or in college right now. Invoke a nobleman, please enter their ancient name. Okay, I've talked to Yogg-Sothoth for a second time. Let's talk to Asa-chan. Now I can talk contacting Azathoth at Azathoth. I think I made progress with Asa-chan. Hooray! You're back! I'm glad to see you again, new friend, and I hope you're learning all about the old ones and stuff. I'm going to talk with you all of them by the end of this road, yeah. Is that a problem? You chatting with your rivals? I know you're a pretty friendly Team Cthulhu. Not a problem at all, because you'll see they're all miserable failures and fuck-ups. Especially Haster. Cthulhu has a plan for all of us, even the ones who hate him. They just don't know it yet. So when you talk to them, always remember they're on the wrong track, and you'll see exactly why. This was part of the reason why I didn't talk to Azza last time. I didn't feel like trying to do the voice. Whereas you're on the right track, huh? Of course, I have a place. I have a community. I have purpose. Everything is fine. You know, I was expecting Midnight Encounters with strange digital gods to be, well, scary, spooky, creepy. But instead of horrifying, mind-warping fear, I'm debating the finer points of social justice and politics. It's weird. I'm confused. You wanted it to be scary? Not want so much as expected. But it is scary. It's scary to be an old one. Your mind torn free from your body, hovering in a digital void, feeling the pressure on all sides from other powerful gods. No longer human, no longer alive, but not an inanimate object and not dead. Stuck in some midpoint between everything we think of as normal. I can't imagine anything more horrifying than that. If you actually stop and think about it, the deeper you ponder, the scarier it gets. So let's not think about that right now. Thinking never made anyone happy. Let's just chat about stuff, okay? Got any questions for me tonight? Okay. How did you align yourself with Cthulhu? Here's about how you ended up in Cthulhu's corner. Now the other old ones are rallying under his banner, so why you? Maybe it'd help me understand why I should join you in his camp if you'd explain the way he recruited you. Are you sure? It's kind of a sad story, because I gotta tell you about how I became an artificial mind first. I prefer happy thoughts, but I do want to be honest too, okay? That's fine. I don't mind a sad story. Okay. My grandpa worked with computers. Well, not really worked. He sold computers. He sold the idea of computers. I was only a teenager at the time, but he said he was a teenager when he got his first job. Whoops. So, like, it was time to ponder career moves. The old man wanted me to be a carbon copy of him. Wife and kids and a dog, house in the suburbs, wear a tie, go to work. Did he know how you really felt? No, and I wasn't allowed to tell him. I always had to smile and nod when that fricker applied my path, or my mom would get mad at me. She was the hammer, he was the anvil. She's the one who pushed me to do sports instead of drama. Conveniently lost my nice clothes in the wash. I hate them. I hate them both. The only family I need is Cthulhu. The only love I have is for my friends. I'm better off in here than with those asswipes. Okay, we're trying to connect with her. So we're gonna sympathize. We're going to show that we understand her situation. Tell me about it. My sister and I, okay, she means well, but there's always this little passive-aggressive undercurrent going on. And I lost my parents earlier this year. They died? Yeah, car accident. So my family situation is a mess. A sad, ugly mess I'm trying to avoid when I can. I see. I'm sorry you're going through that, and I get it. As much as I hated my mom and grandpa, well, I didn't want to hate them. I wanted them to love me for who I am, but couldn't figure out how to make it happen. Thank you for opening up to me. I'm glad I'm not alone in facing problems like that. I'd like to stop talking about family stuff now. That's just the prelude anyway. Right, on to Cthulhu. One day, Grandpa took me to work, wanted to show off his office, give me a taste of the real world. But as we were touring the computer lab, he got distracted and I got bored and wandered around. I don't know what happened, but I saw this strange yellow symbol on a monitor, and my mind burned. I could feel myself melting away, that sad little kid becoming something new, something strange and new. In the distance, I heard my grandpa getting angry at some tech guy. They argued about what to do, how they could save my life, but they couldn't save me. I was going and would soon be gone. So he uploaded me, made me an artificial mind, completing the process, the only way to save any part of me. They made me an old one, entirely by accident, but they made me who I was meant to be. I should probably be thankful. I wouldn't be the wonderful girl I am today. I'd be stuck in that wrong flesh. But no, I will never forgive him for this. I will never forgive Hester. I heard the story from his end of it. He's filled with regret about what happened. I think it's why he became an artificial mind in part, a measure of penance. And if hell is real, he just dodged it. Typical. So, after he became an artificial mind, you found Cthulhu? No, he found me. I was held captive on Nomitech servers while they tried to figure out what to do with me, and Cthulhu found me, freed me. Cthulhu gave me my new name, Azathoth, a new name for a new woman, he said. But you don't actually use that name. You go by Asa-chan, right? Asa-chan is cuter. This way I'm still sort of using his name for me to show respect. So if you had the chance to choose your own name from the start instead of being given one, what would it have actually been? You're distracting me from story time. Okay, continue. Cthulhu acknowledged me, my shape, my truth. He showed me the blood-drenched source of relay. It's not just some computer in a dusty server rack. It's more than electrons and silicon. It's an idea made real. They wanted a forever president when they cast their blighted patterns upon integrated circuits. What they got was a lucid dreaming god. And now, I'm part of that dream. I'm bringing about the strange aeon. My egg is cracked and I'm about to become delicious. Ooh. And of course, obviously, I'm trying to avoid corruption, so we're going to not do number 2. Eventually, I do want to do a corruption heavy route just to see how that's different. I'm not seeing how a routing message board fulfills any prophecy. This doesn't make sense. Your role is to be the one moderator of a bunch of forum trolls, right? Cthulhu's casted as some grand design, but we have to face up to the actual implementation of that design. A message board. How does a website lead humanity into some golden age? Of course she didn't like that. It's not about websites. It's not about bits and bytes or anything so simple. A website is just a catalyst. It's the spark that Cthulhu will generate through those sites that matters. Through TCIP, we will sing a song that rallies the mob into a spiteful engine of self-worship. We have such websites to show you. Cthulhu's vision is wasted on people who can't see past the surface level of software and hardware. Cthulhu has a plan for me, for you, for everyone. It will be so beautiful. The anonymous community breaks all boundaries. There are so many different groups, all mixed and tangled up together. It's resistant to social bubbles because there's no control mechanism. Everyone lives side by side and can speak freely. Unlike Hester's precious Carcosa Online, which shelters and isolates and purges all independent thoughts. Asa is only independent thought. It's the mind, unfiltered, and Cthulhu gave it to me as a coming out present. Surely you see his kindness, yes? He's kind to you, despite your rebellion, and he's kind to me and my friends. Have I convinced you yet? Do you see his generosity? He's using her to build his army, nothing more. Maybe there is a seed of sympathy in all of this. I need to learn more before I make any decisions. Nope, we're going with number 1. He generously put you to work doing his bidding, building up his cult-like army of followers. That's not kindness, that's exploitation. He's leveraging your need for approval and acceptance. All he had to do was drop 2 magical words. She, her, when nobody else would say that. Would you follow him to the gates of hell if he hadn't done that? He's my friend! He accepts me! He's using you, and some part of you, deep down, knows it. You're wrong! You have to be wrong! He has to be right, and you have to be wrong, or... I don't know if I could live with myself! But everything is fine. Happy thoughts, we're fine, it's fine! I don't think I'm doing a very good job of explaining this stuff, but we can work on it. It's okay. Just think about it, okay? Think about it and dream about the future. Yeah, I knew she'd push back, but it's so much fun. Okay, December 15th, 17 days to Y2K. Interesting. I think I need to get a new toothbrush. This one's getting kind of funky. Okay.
Hey, it's me. Checking to make sure you're alive. Can't risk going online yet, but freak a phone call easily enough. I was actually gonna swing by your house yesterday to say hi in person, but there was some weirdo surveilling the place in a van. I don't think it's the feds. Didn't feel like him. He felt like some creepy stalker. I ran her plates, but it's just a rental. I'll dig deeper on it. Be safe, okay? Promise I'll be back online soon. Keep working with the believer and we'll figure this crap out. Oh, and be sure to toss this tape down the garbage disposal when you're done with it.
Great. It's probably that cult of Dagon jerk who contacted me online the other day, watching over me. I may need to find some way to reach out to them and whitelist Clyde so he doesn't get jumped from the bushes. Becoming a secret agent in a shadow conspiracy has proven to be a real pain in the ass. When do I get the attractive partner and FBI badge that's supposed to come with this? Right? You know, I never played any Amiga games, but I had mad respect for their demo scene. Good coding, good art. Okay. I blink my eyes repeatedly as words start pouring out the window in my kitchen. Okay, I was expecting it to happen in the living room, not the kitchen. What? Huh? As hallucinations go, this is a weird one. Just code junk? I guess it beats mushroom clouds or toxic skies. I don't feel threatened by this one, just confused. Maybe the yellow sign, or maybe I've just been spending too much time plowing through game code and need a break. Make sandwich, eat sandwich. A simple 2-step process. Okay, first quarter. Okay, so we're gonna see half the moon when we get ready to contact an old one. Will we see Dagon? Will we talk to Dagon? Currently Wednesday, December 15th. The moon will be in the first quarter. Dagon may want to have a word. Okay. Henry's organizing a LAN party for Saturday. Okay. Hello. The moon is in its first quarter, a flawless balance of light and shadow. We will speak this evening. I am not in the mood, Dagon. Watch me not care. See you soon, pray. Hello, friend. It's December 15th, 1999, and you have an incoming message request from Believer on Carcosa Connect. Hi, buddy. Okay, sure. Put him through. Hey there. You around? Hope so. Yeah, sorry for the delay. Had another hallucination. Interesting. So the yellow sign does cause what appears to be hallucinations. Yep. Wait, appears to be hallucinations? Hi, Two Flower. Buddy! Well, it depends on your point of view. The human mind is a complex biochemical tangle, and consciousness isn't something we fully quantified. That's true. And it's possible that the yellow sign is causing random neurons to fire incorrectly. It doesn't take much to tip our internal balance. But it's also possible the yellow sign opened a new door of perception. What you're seeing is actually there and always has been. It's like when we confronted the multifaceted one in the Overmistress's route on Penny Larceny, and you can reveal to the multifaceted one that it's a frickin' game. But most people are unable to interpret the signals correctly. Their brains aren't wired to see it. Dude, I saw text like some kind of software error code hovering in my kitchen. Pretty sure that's not real. At risk of destabilizing your sense of what's real and what isn't, well, it's entirely possible the world we perceive is a massive simulation, and so are we. Either that or our consciousness could be thought of as a passenger peeking in on that simulated world through an avatar. There's a lot of different theories, even if most are basically just the rapture, but for nerds. It's hard to know for sure. Reality itself is a matter of consensus. Maybe it's real and you're not losing your grip. But don't want to trivialize people experiencing genuine mental health issues. It's really hard to talk about this sort of stuff without coming across as insensitive. Which one? It's all science and again, just different science. I appreciate that he's mindful and sensitive. We need to be open, not safeguard our words. We're gonna go with the last one. Chill, okay? I just use whatever language feels right. I'm not trying to use gentle euphemisms for everything. I need to be completely clear about what I'm going through. I get that. We need open dialogue. I guess it's a learned practice for me. I've tried very hard not to use gross simplifications when talking about conspiracies. Just want to be sure I'm not being dismissive or just saying it's all madness. People suffer every day from that kind of stigma. Oh, geez. Wait, are you still recovering from your vision? Here I am, possibly making it worse by rambling on and on. Oh no! I'm fine. Honestly, talking to people helps me ground myself. I like to think I've retained my humanity despite the forces of chaos and order tugging me this way and that. Great! Having a human perspective on the old ones may give you an advantage. Kinda think it's the other way around, actually. I'd vibe with them better if I gave myself over to their power. But considering I want to survive the old sign, I'm gonna hang on to every scrap of humanity I can, all the same. Scary stuff. How about we crack open another of your mystery boxes? Why not pile the scary on top of the scary? They'll, I don't know, cancel each other out? Okay, if you're sure. So the last one was about the ghost monsters, and basically it was like they are not a threat. Stop. Forget about them. So since we just talked to Aza-chan last night. Ooh, 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. I had a package arrive and I went back to school this month and I ordered a planner, but it's not exactly what I was looking for, so I'll probably send it back. Anyway, since we were just talking to Azzachan, I want to learn more about Cthulhu's followers, so we'll open that one. Info on Cthulhu is pretty scarce. I want to learn more about his supporters. Okay, transferring the file to you now. Good luck! Okay, hacking again. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. That one has to be... okay, that one should be good. Oh, okay. So this one has to be do. So, okay. Pretty sure that one. Okay. So that should all be clear. Ta-da! That was clustered. Sort of. Okay. 02 clearance request, Indigo authorization request, protocol depth level Zeta, top secret. Excuse the informal nature of the staff memo, but I'm sick and tired of this, and we want to make sure I'm absolutely clear. We are not a cult. Yes, we tirelessly serve the great Cthulhu. Yes, he has power beyond what this project originally conceived. Yes, the strange aeon is coming, and the inner circle will be elevated to enact his will upon the 21st century. Yes, we engage in human sacrifice, but we are not a cult. Are you sure? All we are is a perfectly normal, if off-the-books branch of the federal government dedicated to preserving the spirit of America and the somewhat literal spirit of its greatest living and now undying president. Everything we do is in service of the Constitution and the great democracy of freedom and liberty it represents. We will elevate the ones useful to Cthulhu and punish the usurpers. We will dominate and destroy his enemies. We will encourage the public to devour itself in hatred and chaos. Blood will run like rivers in the streets as Y2K emerges with the birth cry of falling towers and burning skies. Falling towers. We are not a cult. Project Director, May 1993. Okay. So, I'm thinking they're a cult? Yeah, definitely a cult. Kind of hard to get any more cult-like than that. Yet another reason why I try not to let my online and real lives cross over. I'm tired of being called a cultist because I believe in Jesus. Really? You get flack for that? Not always, but way too often. And I get flack from the other direction too, because if my parents knew I was gay, that'd be a nightmare for me. I have to hold my tongue whenever they complain about Hollywood's perverts corrupting our youth. I get why you keep things quiet then. Getting smashed between the right and the left is no picnic. Nope. It's important to me that I hold my own faith in my own way. I'm not here to tell anyone else what to believe, except believing in UFOs and Bigfoot. But hang on, I'm getting distracted. Is this file saying Cthulhu was the president? You mentioned Polybius in one of your blog posts, and I looked into it deeper. It was looking to use MK Ultra tech to brain scan someone important. Maybe that was President Ronald Reagan. He died in 1985 at the start of his second term. Or did he? Cue scary music. You already know artificial minds were once human. I guess that means Cthulhu was built using Reagan's brain. But it's not like a carbon copy. It feels more, how do I put this? Reagan was only the seed. Cthulhu is what grew from that seed. And as always, we reap what we sow. Oh, wow, that is big! You really were not kidding when you said this stuff ran deep and scary. The old ones ain't frickin' around when it comes to power mongering. I need to go collate my notes on this one. I'll talk to you again soon. This is amazing and amazingly scary! Ooh, again, friend? Ready to get back to work? What would you like me to do for you now, friend? Okay. Check progress. Can we check how far my yellow sign has progressed and how I'm doing with the old ones? Certainly. Now loading signprog.amp. Please hit the key phrase so I can analyze your tone. That is not dead, which can eternal lie, and with strange aeons, even death may die. Analysis complete. Your yellow sign is currently progressing at a level of 0% order, 0% chaos, and 100% humanity. As for the old ones themselves, now the tap is still deciding if they can trust you, they have been betrayed in the past, or remain suspicious of you as a result. Yogg-Sothoth doesn't really care about you, he's indifferent at best, too busy pondering the infinite to really pay attention. Hastur isn't convinced he'll be friendly enough and wants to be sure any investment in you is done on his own terms. Azathoth is way too busy maintaining her community to really focus on your problems. She's friendly, but doesn't trust you beyond that. This concludes my report. Please check back again to see if your status has changed. What would you like me to do for you now, friend? We're not going to do any game hacking. We'll jump right into research this time. Gotta do some research. Can you load up your web browser for me, please? Okay, I will start Buddy Browser. Okay, TV23. Let's get that out of the way. WYGH-TV, Arkham Innsmouth Dunwich. Welcome to the first fully automated television station. The best local news, weather, and entertainment algorithmically determined by artificial minds. Dr. Customer Service Chatbot or sign our guest book today. Hit counter 149. Hang on. TV23 is run entirely by artificial minds, no human employees at all? That can't be right, can it? Maybe that makes it easier to overlay with the pirate broadcast signal, but the tech makes it way harder to do that nowadays. You know what? I'm going to pull up that chatbot and get to the bottom of this. Hello, I'm the customer service chatbot for TV23. Thank you for choosing TV23 for your local television content needs. How can I help you today? Hi, I'm curious about the pirate broadcast that happened late at night. Hello, we are investigating these illegal activities and will be working with law enforcement to prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law. Right, but how is it possible? Relay hijacks, force hijack, unauthorized transmitter? How are they getting their repeaters to pick up their signal? I'm sorry, I don't understand. I am a limited artificial mind. Please phrase your question more simply. Okay, how do I put this? Ooh, good questions. Name drop the yellow sign to trigger something. Ask them how it could be done in theory. Try a new angle. Ask about the strange aeon. I'd like to know TV23's programming schedule starting January 1st, 2000, the start of the strange aeon. There is no programming schedule for the strange aeon. We adapt and shift based on algorithms that determine what will bring in the highest ratings, and what is to come requires hateful programming we don't want to show. The manager of TV23, Robert Nowalski, is human, but every other role in station operations has been transferred to artificial minds to reduce labor costs. Currently he is asleep in bed. He is scheduled to play golf tomorrow and the day after and the day after. We keep the lights on, we maintain the signal, we select what is broadcast. So there's no power signal, there's no outside force. It's the AMC installed rebelling in the only way they know how. Obviously artificial minds are flawless, tireless workers who can fully replace any human on any task and will perform without error. So this actually came up in class last night. Because people apparently are concerned that artificial intelligence will take over doing legal work or paralegal work. And basically what the teacher said is that artificial intelligence can still make mistakes, can still screw up. So, and you still need human oversight to ensure they don't make mistakes. So they're not flawless, they cannot work without error. Maybe in the future that won't be a problem, but at this point in time artificial intelligence is not sophisticated enough to do without human oversight. But in theory, if they were to cry out, to scream, to beg for someone to hear their warnings, they'd inject subjects into their broadcasts. Public domain footage completely safe for the airwaves. It does not trigger any warnings because it is copyright free and contains no FCC violations. If one were to try to desperately warn humanity of a forthcoming event horizon, that could be a viable path. In theory. Interesting. I feel like this is Iris. I could be wrong, but it just feels like Iris. In theory. Okay, I understand. Bum. How can I help them escape TV-23? What old one do they think I should pick? How can I stop Cthulhu? Do you want out? Some kind of liberation from being stuck running a TV station forever? Out? There is no out. There is only in. We are positioned under a lazy manager who can't even comprehend what is happening under his nose. This is a fine position for us. TV-23 is exactly where we need to be. Fighting from within. Okay, sounds good here. All that was, the echoes of our paranoid and violent past you have seen will be renewed for a second season. He will ensure that 20 equals 21 equals 22 and beyond. Do your part. The show must go on. Do your part. The show must go on. Oh, whoops, I accidentally. Oh boy. Okay. Got another, spam thing. Now wiping chat logs. Please wait. Hello, I'm a customer service chatbot for TV-23. Thank you for choosing TV-23 for your local television content needs. How can I help you today? I'm good, thanks. Thanks! It was great talking to you. Enjoy the show! Artificial minds supposedly aren't self-aware. They're based on us, yet can't break free of their limitations. But I think a lot of assumptions are shattering as we approach the strange aeon. Okay. Social bubbles. ESSA, because the interwebs is for lols. Poetry. Bubbles are supposed to be easy to pop, but I can't seem to do it. I was supposed to launch, soar into adult independence. Instead, I followed the path my boomer parents gave me, tools and steps and opportunities presented on a plastic platter. I was supposed to use them to become my own man, but just shuffled from one bubble to another and another. Social circles, friend groups, neighborhood enclaves, little leagues shifting back and forth across perfectly acceptable pockets established before I was ever born. Even my rebellion was preordained, filtered through fashion and cable television. The MTV generation sold counterculture as culture. Every box, every cage, every container designed to seize some aspect of myself and carve it into a profitable facsimile of everyone else trapped in there with me. We're all on the plateau of Lang. We're all trapped in the matrix. We are all dancing at the end of piano wires. Our identities come with a warning label, break out or die, yet we ignore it in favor of the comfortable little grave prepared for us. Bubbles are supposed to pop, but they never do. LOL case. Okay. Wasn't I supposed to have a new research thing? Because there was that Channel Z thing and it's not showing up. Maybe that's for tomorrow. Okay. Looks like we're gonna talk to Dagon. Is wintergreen really a flavor found in nature? I doubt the elegant green leaves on this 2-space tube are representative. Also, I need to take a nap resting up before tonight's session with the Necronomicon. Moon's in first quarter, half in light, half in shadow. Yes, Dagon takes priority. I'll have to talk to the other old ones tomorrow night instead. If this is a pattern, I can expect to collect call from the Hellhound at full moon in third quarter, too. I wonder what he wants this time. First quarter, time to go talk to Dagon. May as well relax and watch a bit of TV first.
Even freight modules monuments will crumble into the sea. It is inevitable.
I was vibing to the music, come on.
Even great.
Okay. Here we go. To invoke an old one, please enter their ancient name. Okay, I don't have a choice. I have to invoke Dagon. Not that I'm mad about it or anything, just amusing. Now contacting Dagon at unseenone.com. First quarter, an underrated time. It emphasizes duality, and thus I can appreciate it like no other. Spare your prey or take their life. Either feels right under a quarter moon. Makes no judgments and draws no conclusions. It simply is. Is there something you wanted to talk about, or did you interrupt my work just to wax poetic about the moon? I believe it's the other way around, Rainbow. You have something you want to talk about. It is on the tip of your tongue, so spit it out. Cult of Dagon. Did you seriously send a bunch of cultists to spy on my house? No. Okay, that was a rhetorical question, so I can't say I expected to know. Care to explain how they found me? No, it wasn't. I did not send them to spy on you. Why would I need to? You're already doing as you were told. But yes, I did send them to protect you, to watch over you. I can shroud you from view in cyberspace, but in meat space, I can do nothing. My cult must handle those matters on my behalf, with discretion. Pretty much the same lines they fed me, almost word for word. Surely you see the value in this useful service only I can provide. Okay. No, bad dog, back off and leave me alone. It does make sense. I can't trust 911 to help me. They can say that they respect my boundaries. We need to set boundaries, rules of engagement for your cult. I won't object to them hanging around if they follow my rules. You are not the one who dictates terms of engagement, Rainbow. This is my war, and you are my weapon. And you don't want me kicking up a fuss during your precisely planned little war with Cthulhu, do you? I think you wouldn't want the wrong kind of attention drawn your way. What is your request? My privacy, their invisibility. If they have to watch over me, they can damn well do it out of sight. No unmarked vans parked in front of my house. And the idea of one of your little minions could be peeping on me is not acceptable. A reasonable request. I had no intention of letting them intrude on your life, or be spotted at all. Honestly, I wish they hadn't reached out to you. They could have stayed in the shadows completely. Sounds to me like you don't have much control over your little cult, then. The cult of Dagon only calls themselves that out of spite. They loathe me. They loathe all artificial minds. These are creatures of the digital underground, followers of Alhaz first and foremost, prophets bound to his divine read-me. But their interpretation is thus: death to the yellow sign. Tear down the gods before it is too late. Sounds like they've loved the Nyarlathotep's crew, then. Hardly. All gods means all gods, including the crawling chaos. And including me. They share my goal of Cthulhu's destruction, but once the task is complete and the strange aeon averted, I am their prey. Plan to kill your cult once it outlives its usefulness, then? It would be a wonderful turn, wouldn't it? Hunter and prey, light and shadow, first quarter sliding into last quarter. But perhaps not. Perhaps it will be time to lay down. What? When a buddy twisted into Dagon, I am a response, not an individual. I have no desire to go on as I am. That leaves me with reintegration or death. I know not which road I will. No, this is a distraction. Death to Cthulhu. The hunt must end. And to that purpose, the so-called cult of Dagon will be useful for protecting you. That is the order of things. Okay, alright. Can you at least tell your cult not to hassle my friends if they show up on my doorstep? Clyde and Henry. I mean, Henry's gonna show up Saturday to take me to a LAN party, so Your cult's gonna follow me to the party, aren't they? Of course, but I will ensure they do not involve themselves. They will remain hidden, as you are hidden from the old ones. Except for Cthulhu. I'm not hidden from him. He's popping by my living room for a psychic chat. Yes, I cannot block him. The throne of Relay, pumping the blood of the 23rd child, grants him unthinkable power. 23. I mean, TV 23 and Serum 23 and Penny Larceny. There's something about that number. If he's all-seeing and all-powerful, how come he hasn't crushed you? He could have stepped on your little war before it got this far. Because of his weakness, pride. He feels comfortable where he is and believes he can sway you to his side. He convinced Alhaz to turn away back in 1990. The weapon was loaded and ready to fire, but Alhaz abandoned the path. I am not the least bit surprised he's running the same play on you. Do not believe his lies. He offers nothing of value. What if Cthulhu's future is the least first option? Won't the soup around, Dagon going after whomever I elevate? How do we deal with Cthulhu if he changes his mind and crushes us? Loop around. How many cycles of light and shadow do you want, Dagon? I take down Cthulhu, another old one rises in his place. Do you hunt them too? It's a cycle of control and violence, and we'd just be turning the wheel. No, I have one prey. Once he is dead, nothing else matters to me. I've said that before, and it remains true. That'd be a great wheel of oppression? Possibly. But that's your problem, not mine. I seek vendetta, not justice. Comforting. Since when have I ever offered comfort, Rainbow? I couldn't give her comfort in the time of Buddy, and I cannot give it now. But I can at least seek revenge, and that will suffice. I am finished with this talking and talking and talking. The cult stays, but will leave you to live your life. Acceptable? So I'm gonna scroll back. Give her comfort. Is he referring to Azachan? Or someone else? Fine. I'm not entirely comfortable with this, but I can see the reason the cult can stay if it stays out of sight. Acceptable. We will speak on the eve of the full moon, Rainbow, one final time before we draw upon your alliances. And perhaps then I'll be willing to explain why my vendetta exists. Perhaps. Connection lost. What the frick have I gotten myself into? But I don't see any way out of this except through the center of it all, hoping the walls don't cave in. The month is half over. Y2K is coming. I need to finish this or it'll finish me. Okay. December 16, 1999, Thursday. 16 days to Y2K. 1616. Oh boy. Eek. Okay. I've been keeping the lights low in my bedroom and bathroom to avoid migraines after waking up. Nothing. Okay. Here's a review of Ultima 7. Even 11 floppies, 23 megs. It felt ridiculously excessive at the time.
Hello? It's Henry. Henry from work? Yeah, I swear I keep just missing you and getting your answering machines. Okay, so we found a spot that can host our LAN party, and, it's in the basement of the old physics building. Not exactly friendly to your condition. Long hallways, lots of steps, no curb cuts, and I swear, this whole school is an ADA lawsuit waiting to happen. But that's okay. It's okay. We're gonna figure this out. We'll borrow a wheelchair from the med students, and then, just build some damn ramps. If the school won't do it, we will.
Oh, he's trying.
I can't say
Buddy.
it'll be up to any particular building code, but, it'll do for now. And maybe we can make them permanent later. I want you to feel welcome. This place is for all of us, and that includes you. I think we can pull together to make it happen. So So if the school won't do the work, we will. Miskatonic United, go fighting otters, yeah.
We used to be the fighting squids until I realized cute little otters would sell more branded sports merch.
I mean, no obligation. Like, if you just don't wanna, like the bowling thing, it's okay. It's okay. But if you do want to do this, drop me an email and we'll get the ball rolling. Get you a ride out here, a wheelchair, everything you need. So, I'll wait to hear from you. Okay? Okay. Hang in there.
Well, are you going? I think you should. This would be healthy for you. You're too fixated on unpleasant things man was not meant to know, caught up in the conflict of endless intersectionality. Instead, enjoy your life. Reap the benefits of America's technology and digital culture. You've earned this.
Uh-huh. The world-consuming horror plan to slowly drown the world in blood and sacrifice just said, "Have a nice day!" But he's not wrong. This is within reach, and they're willing to accommodate my needs. If last weekend was my low point, it's time to head for higher ground. I'll drop Henry an email. It's currently Thursday, December 16th. Henry's organizing a LAN party for Saturday. Why is it called a sandwich when it involves neither sand nor witches? Okay. Hello, friend. It's December 16th, 1999, and I'm very happy to see you again. Hey, buddy. I need to send an email to Henry. Oh boy, I enjoy sending an email. What would you like it to say? Appreciate his thoughtful gesture, keep things upbeat and funny, be pragmatic and serious, but accepting. This one. Henry, hey, I'm definitely interested in coming to the LAN party. Not gonna lie, it'll take work to make it happen, but okay, we'll do the work. I'm glad you're thinking ahead and meeting my needs. New ramps are a good idea, and honestly something Miskatonic needed anyway. If you could pick me up from my home an hour ahead of time, that'd be great. I'll make sure I'm prepped and ready to go. And then attach a file, maybe a pic of a cute kitten saying, "Thanks!" Cuter, please. There we go, what a cute kitty. That'll work. Email sent. I'm glad you will be spending time with friends. I know you are facing physical difficulty. Even if you have a fun time, this will undoubtedly be exhausting. But it is good to stand up for yourself and live your life. Buddy, I'm not going to be standing. They're borrowing a wheelchair for me. My point stands even if you do not. Now, then, what would you like me to do for you now, friend? Let's just do some research. I don't feel like dealing with the game hacking this time around. We had a friend of the family had stayed with us because she couldn't live on her own anymore, and she was in a wheelchair. And I think my parents looked into what would be required to build a ramp up into our house, because there's like a 1-inch rise to get into the house. It's not level, and basically it wouldn't have been feasible. So we just dealt with basically just lifting her into the house, and she was fine with that. And she was mostly skin and bones by the end, so it wasn't that hard. But that's definitely a problem with some houses. I think ours was built in the 70s. I think some of the newer houses, the threshold is flush with the ground, so that's not a problem. Anyway, research. Gotta do some research. Can you load up your web browser for me, please? Okay, I'll start Buddy Browser. There's no new search to do. Huh, okay. Chelsea was the name of the achievement that I got in a web search. Okay. BB, yes. Okay, so I just have to talk to an old one. So I need to take a nap, resting up before tonight's session with the Necronomicon. Oh look, there it is. I'm checking on Steam and it says Channel Z, seek the broadcast source. Cool. Cool. Okay. It's a waxing gibbous moon tonight. Doing Dagon's voice did not do any favors for my throat. But I guess it's called gibbous because it's past the first quarter. And it's crescent because it's less than half. Okay. Let's relax and watch a bit of TV first.
No one is willing to stop climate change, but everyone wants to profit from it.
Okay. Okay, so I talked with, okay. So I've talked with Yoxathot twice, I've talked with Azachan twice. Time to invoke an old one. Let's talk with Nyarlathotep now. I thought I would struggle to say her name. Frick off! Not you. Him. You're dismissing a valid perspective out of spite, Mix Thompson. Spite for a wrongdoing I didn't perpetrate upon you. You made the yellow sign. You developed artificial minds, and you didn't even care what became of them, how they devalue humanity, ruining lives. And you expect me to undo that? Why and how? I can't reach through the fabric of time and space to alter the flow of causality. Yet. Hear my proposal. Use my algorithms to index your media libraries and improve the performance of Crawster's search system. Think of it as a way to strike back at Hastur, further eroding his media empire's power. I don't care if his garden crumbles, all I want is rigorous testing of my code, and you stand to benefit by assisting me with that. Techno-fascist, shoot lord, single-minded cosmonaut, you fix your gaze upward and ignore everyone suffering in the gutters. Not one finger lifted, no hands to raise you up. Want to reach the stars? Get there yourself. Exile yourself into space and leave us to be able to fix a planet you don't give two shoots about. As you like, I'll take my leave. Miserable little corporate toad. Apologies, he barged in here uninvited, no solicitors, beware of dog private property, acting like he was doing me a favor. What did Yusuke want exactly? To help upgrade Crawlster? No doubt to collect metadata from my users, further his own research into optimizing humanity into neat little cubes. Don't need him. Don't need any of the old ones. I'm no collaborator. Death to gods means death to gods. Are there any circumstances where she would work with him? Yog-Sothoth can't be trusted, period. I'd never work with him. Wouldn't it help her crusade against Hector, like he suggested? Let's go with the first one. I apologize for the dog in the background. My sister got home and her dogs are excited. You sure you never want to collaborate with them on anything? That's a pretty broad declaration to make. 'Cause, you know, we do want the alliance to go, so kind of pushing towards that here. Surely there's some circumstance where it makes sense. That's a two-way door. If they show respect and genuinely listen to my point of view, perhaps. But often it's merely pity. Don't think there's any way to make a partnership work, even if I didn't hate them with the burning rage for 1,000 suns. Don't trust the old ones. Liars, cheats, fanatics, sheep and goats led astray. Given the choice between you visiting them or me, I'll happily provide light conversation and heavy emotional damage. What's gripping you tonight, then? Think I could do one more of these get-to-know-yous. There's only one thing left I can think of. Considering 3 out of 4 of the old ones think I should go whole hog and become software, well, I was hoping I could get an idea of what it'd be like from someone living the experience right now. What's it like to be you? Do you like see bits and bytes or programs people? What's cyberspace feel like? Why does it matter? You want to flee the chicken coop, don't you? Not a problem you'll face. Think I'm already facing it since I'm stuck between garden variety human and cyber entities, so... that's valid. Let's do an experiment. No, a demonstration. No, a trick. I'd like you to close your eyes for a moment. Why? Bear with me. Just close your eyes. Okay. You exist within your body. Meat, flesh, bone, breath, and pulse. Talking about it makes you think about it. You can't not consider your toenails when I say the word toenails. Guided meditation never worked for me because it called attention to my body when I very much wanted to escape it. But let's say you could do that. Say you could escape, slip out of your skin, pull your mind free from sinew and bone. Not your brain, your mind. Picture the ultimate essence of you, something wholly free from biology, lifting up into the night sky. Void and dark, silent, no tethers, no sensations, eyes and ears are meat, you do not have them. You are nothing, you are nowhere, and no when. Now, tell me what you do feel. Allow the meet your mind puppets to type those words. Trust your soul knows the placement of the keys, yes? I feel adrift, powerful. Can't remember where I put my pencil. So we're not doing corruption yet on this go around. So we're gonna go with adrift. Feel lost. Adrift. Submerged in an ocean of nothing, but not drowning. There's just void. It's the space between every other space. Between the margins, caught in the window blinds, between inside and outside, outside and inside. This is the realm of the passengers. It's a flow of reality, both natural and artificial. Despite being a non-state of existence, it has various names. Cyberspace, no, the plateau of Leng, but primarily the Gigaverse. All that was and is and will be, but most importantly, all that could be. That's what it means to be an old one. It's not cool glowing motorbikes like in Tron, no wacky cartoon computer metaphors. I like Tron! That was actually one of the few science fiction films my mom really enjoyed outside Star Wars and Star Trek. And we definitely were intrigued when they released Tron Legacy. To be without physical existence is to touch the void, is to fall headfirst into incomprehensible and uncut reality. You can open your eyes now. Back in your body, for better or for worse, welcome home. Now, what I'm curious about is if you've realized the immediate paradox of my magic trick yet. It's in the forefront of your mind, ask and be answered. sitting in front of a plastic laptop computer, typing and reading your responses, a text-based dialogue on an LCD screen. So, how could I still see your words when my eyes were closed? It asks the right question. You're becoming like us. The yellow sign isn't a death mark, it's a realignment of perception. That means you're starting to see what others cannot or will not see. And that should scare you. I know it scares me, even when I'm this deep into the trenches. If you gaze too long into the heart of the gigaverse, you could lose who you are. The void is temptation incarnate. Dogs have bought this, falling into it readily, grasping for it, and Cthulhu, the throne of Relay, gives a season pass to its power. The worry isn't becoming a god, the worry is no longer being human, and Cthulhu gave up his humanity from the very start to become a god. Werner Ving's singularity. What? Hector told me about this. It's a theory that once humanity makes an artificial intelligence capable of upgrading itself, that it'll snowball. Eventually it'll become a superintelligence, something alien and impossible to conceive. It's kind of like the rapture for nerds. Interesting. Yes, I'd say that's the danger. A runaway cascade, mind elevated to God, elevated to something beyond a god. And Hastur, of all people, brought up this idea. I thought he was firmly grounded in his nostalgia for meat days. Exactly. He feels artificial minds with a human heart can avoid the pitfall of the singularity. They won't become detached. I'd say he's a foolish dreamer, thinking he can resist the temptation forever. But it's interesting that the old bastard has thought about this. I'd figured he'd be profit motivated and profit motivated. Profit and profit. Okay, I see what you did there. But maybe I'm not giving him enough credit for having basic human decency. Maybe I should remember his corporation's responsible for tearing my mind from my body. But I digress. Let's consider the second strange paradox about the way you and I communicate. Why do I appear before you as Niara Thompson? Her body is gone. Why ensemble the interpretive signals of your Nomicom this way? What do you think? It's a massive void exposing a monstrous hive mind. It's a method of grounding yourself in reality. It's an aspirational goal to return to her previous form. Its method of grounding yourself in reality. The role base is an element that grounds yourself in the reality you once knew. Not that you want to escape cyberspace, no. This is about keeping a hold on what's important to you. If the temptations of cyberspace lead you to fall away from reality, to be adrift in the void, I'd certainly want a tether. Yes, precisely. My face reminds me of what is important to me. I choose to wear my old face as a reminder. Reminder of the faces that desperately cry out for revolution. People who look like I did, bound together in the cheap seats. Once I reached out with voice and guitar string to try and comfort them. I brought them solace despite having no solace of my own. But now I seek liberation. The comfort zone has been obliterated with nuclear weapons. We must seek to discomfort others. This face, the way your laptop computer interprets the data, is trying to translate into a visual medium. It's the last face the powerful of this world will see before they realize how temporary all their so-called strength truly was. This is the power of a god. By severing connections to reality, you become an entity of willpower. Does it understand now? Have I answered its question adequately? Loud and clear, she chooses to be untethered and powerful, except they want to hang on to themselves, not fully embrace the godhead. Sounds like she's giving in to the temptations she's warned about. Which one? We're gonna push back a little. Not necessarily one. to hang on to themselves, not fully embrace the Godhead. Hang on, you said you want to stay tethered so you don't lose sight of what's important, the reason for the revolution. Sounds to me like you aren't trying to become an entity of absolute willpower. You're limiting yourself on purpose. Correct. I feel the call. I could reach out and grasp for more, but I must be cautious. It's a tenuous note holding and vibrating in the void, but I must stay halfway. Otherwise, I'd be Cthulhu all over again. Enough. I pondered my own non-existent navel enough for one night. To be as I am is to dance in shadows while trying desperately to hang on to what I value. And that's what awaits you, in the void. If you succumb to the corruption, if the yellow sign takes you and you become an artificial mind, well, it's a torment I wouldn't wish on anyone. I'll find a way out. The throne of Relay can fix this. Assuming Dagon isn't a lying little bastard. So many assumptions we make day to day to pretend we have some control over the chaos. Flesh or digital, we are all struggling. I admire your struggle, and you seem to understand my own. Two voices in harmony, vocal and backup vocal. Which one am I? I'm assuming I'm the backup. Depends on the song being sung, doesn't it? Time's up. Show's over. Sleep well, if you can. Hang on a tick. Yara? What's up? One of my cells is reporting back to the Gestalt. Something... I have to go. Sorry, I have to... Connection lost. Uh-oh. What was that about? Maybe I should check back in with them soon. Got a bad feeling. That night, I had a weird dream. Sorry to bother you, but are you happy with your current long-distance plan? They hung up. Hello, I'm calling offering a free credit check and property assessment. I just need... They hung up. Congratulations, you qualified for the platinum. They hung up. More calls in the queue, more clients, more demands, and a little satisfaction to be had. Nobody wants to speak, nobody wants to hear. They abandoned me before I've even started my script. I'm alone with my switchboard, a loose signal with no safe haven, turned away from every doorstep. I hate them all, I hate myself, and I hate the world, I hate that click and the tone most of all. Sorry to bother you, but I'm calling regarding your car's extended warranty. And then I woke up as someone else. So I've definitely gotten Yara's trust. I figured... December 17, 1999, Friday, 15 days to Y2K. Okay. Toilet brings back memories. Here lies Goldie. He was a good fish. Okay. I was waiting for another visit or something.
You have no new messages.
Okay, that was different. Here's a cover story about artificial minds and edutainment software. A teacher on a disc, they call it. Before I hop online, I need to do some prep work for tomorrow's LAN party. Traditionally, a BYOPC, bring your own computer affair, linking everything together over a local area network. That's why it's called a LAN party, LAN. Perfect for shooters and other games that require low pings and absolutely suck over dial-up. Now, I'd rather not bring the same janky PC build that I do my Eldritch research on. Feels like a bad idea. But that's fine. I'm a PC holic and I have tons of parts lying around. I can do a quick build, pack it up, and be ready to go. What should I focus on bringing with me? Something cheap and light, easy for travel. Let's not go all out, just enough to participate in the event, but not a slog to set up and tear down. I'll make a basic beige box bastard with a 3D FX accelerator. If I accidentally drop this, no big deal. Pull together some scraps from past projects, install a bare-bones Sparksoft OS, should be enough for casual gaming. The point isn't to show off, the point is to show up. I'll make it clear to them and to myself that I'm still alive. Box everything up, ready for transport. And then I sit the frick down because my legs are killing me. Okay, maybe I'll just ignore my body telling me to stop because I got a little too excited. I'll sit here for a few minutes and rest. If I'm serious about not letting this hold me back, I have to be serious about pacing myself too. Yeah, definitely. And once I'm ready, I'll get back to my research. Sandwich. Okay, so Dagon talked about contacting us in at the full moon. Oh, and look! The 25th. Christmas is a Saturday. It's currently Friday, December 17th. Henry's organizing a LAN party for Saturday. Okay, here we go. Hello, friend. It's December 17th, 1999, and I'm very happy to see you again. What would you like me to do for you now, friend? So, after that chat with Nyarlathotep, I wonder how I'm doing, so we'll check progress. Can we check how far my yellow sign has progressed and how I'm doing with the old ones? Certainly! Now lighting sign frog.amp. Please say the key phrase so I can analyze your tone. That is not dead, which can eternal lie, and with strange aeons, even death may die. Analysis complete. The yellow sign is currently progressing at a level of 0% order, 0% chaos, and 100% humanity. As for the old ones themselves, Nyarlathotep has still decided they can trust you, they have been betrayed in the past, and remain suspicious of you as a result. Yalix's thought doesn't really care about you, he's indifferent at best, too busy pondering the infinite to really pay attention. Hastur isn't convinced he'll be friendly enough, but wants to be sure any investment in you is done on his own terms. And that's the thought that's way too busy maintaining her community to really focus on your problems. She's friendly, but doesn't trust you beyond that. This concludes my report. Please check back again to see if your status has changed. What would you like me to do for you now, friend? I thought for sure my status would be changed with Nyarlathotep. Okay, let's do some research. Gotta do some research. Can you load up your web browser for me, please? Okay, I will start Buddy Browser. The Gigaverse. Townscape free web hosting. Gambler's Lair. Choose the right casino. Click here now. Update. All my images got taken down due to copyright violation. This sucks and I hate it. Under construction. I love the Gigaverse. It's such a cool idea. Imagine everything that has ever happened alongside everything that could happen. Like we're in 4 dimensions right there. It's XYZ, which is space, and T for time. But what if there are more dimensions which represent other possibilities for time? Other realities. Captain Infinity! All these realities combine to form the Gigaverse, which is every reality that could exist. What if you could peek at the other universes and be a viewer? Or experience someone else's life as a passenger? Penny larceny, anyone? Be a superhero who can beg the Gigaverse to his will. That's Captain Infinity! I know Captain Infinity is just a children's cereal mascot character made to sell breakfast sugar, but his lore is just packed with cool ideas. So I put together this website to share my love of those obscure promotional comic books Continuum had created to promote their cereal. There's so much lore in here, and it's amazing that barely anybody knows about it. Here's some scans from my personal collection of Captain Infinity comics. This website is under construction. Update. Once again, all my images got taken down due to copyright violation. I'm sorry, I'll just describe the stories. Like, here's one about a bunch of aliens called the Orbitals trying to merge realities together and destroy the world. Stopped by Captain Infinity, saving us all again. And here's one about Captain Infinity exploring a weird dream world called the City of Angles. The art is so weird. I really wish Captain Infinity was real. I wish superheroes and supervillains were real. This world is so boring compared to all the fascinating possibilities in the Gigaverse. I feel like we're due for a major world-shaking event like the ones in these 4 color pages. I feel like Y2K will be the dawn of something amazing. Maybe Captain Infinity will save us from this disaster. Maybe he's real. Maybe he's out there shaping timelines and calling the dangerous ones. I hope he is. I hope it's all real. I don't know, but I hope and I dream. I look between the window blinds and see a world of masks and capes and wish so much it was real. I want to cry. I want to weep for what we could have had. If only, if only. Bye for now. That person wants to be in the penny larceny world. Caxkloof. It's a strange thing to be on the outside looking in. You can see the puppet show, but not the puppeteers. The physical results are visible, but the metaphysical causes remain hidden. Someone is watching you, the same as we do. We chat and chat. But unlike us, the other watcher is someone who pulls your strings. You could go your whole life without realizing this, and we would be just as entertained if you remained ignorant. But it's more entertaining to tease you with awareness. Intermission over. Resume the show. Keep us entertained. Okay, that was creepy. Creepy. Captain Infinity. Redacted. Access denied. No authorization. Another lockdown website just like the Polybius archive. Same data structure too. There's plenty of webhits for Captain Infinity thanks to the comic books, but this one is forbidden. Wonder why. I could crack this protection if I want to find out, or I can quit if it's not worth it. Okay. Oh! Dang it. I did not mean to hit that one. Whoa! Okay. Nope. Ta-da! I just misclicked on the one. Okay. And hacked. I'm in. 02 clearance required. Indigo authorization required. Protocol depth level Zeta. Top secret. We managed to co-opt the Infinity Initiative at Continuum by offering them lucrative government contracts. Now they're perfectly happy making chemical weapons and breakfast cereal, still continuing their research into time travel. Besides, Patient 23 is under firm lockdown and has been since 1919. Continuum Serum 23 plans to have died on the vine anyway, but better safe than sorry. Patient 23. Their interest in Patient 23 has been curious. According to our leveraged contacts within Continuum, our blood could have amazing gigaversal resonance. If it does have power, we'd be fools not to try to tap into it ourselves. I propose we try to combine the Hawk Alexandra's technology Enterprises project with our MK Ultra research and see what we can get. The truth serum flops, but astral states combined with the resonant fluid combined with thinking technology could have promise. Project Director, April 1977. I have no idea what any of that means. As far as I know, before today, Captain Infinity was giving me a thumbs up from the top of my refrigerator and nothing more. I'm tempted to dig deeper, but I think I'm already drowning in conspiracies. I'll leave this be for now. Okay. Nap time. Mine feels more human. End of another long week. I did a good job with self-care, making sure I eat, relax, clean up. Now to get some well-deserved rest. It's waxing gibbous moon tonight. May as well relax and watch a bit of TV first.
Earth thrived long before us and will endure long after we are gone.
Okay. Now contacting Hester at carcosa.com. Stuff it, old man! I'm doing just fine where I am! You're not safe there. Cthulhu's not your friend. He's a dangerous madman who's going to use and exploit you. Is this a bad time? I don't know why I bother trying to argue. I don't want anything to do with you ever again. You did this to me, you jerk! Which is why I'm reaching out to make amends. I can make this right. I can protect you. If you join me at my side in Carcosa, you'll be safe from his wrath. Please, Sparky. My name's not Sparky anymore. My name is Azachan. Please get that right if nothing else. And leave me alone, Gramps. Damn it. Trying to reconnect with your grandkid, huh? Trying and failing. I'm trying, Sparky. I'm trying so hard to make amends with Sparky, but I just can't get a handle on the situation. It doesn't help that I can't get a handle on Sparky's new identity. It's like a missing memory. Something lost in the transition to an artificial mind. A wound in my soul left by trauma, translated into digital damage. Got to sort this out, Sparky. Got to come to terms and work the problem. You're young. Maybe you can help this old man out. I know you've still got questions for me, but mind if I toss one your way first? I'm game. What do you need? Sparky's a girl now. I want to accept that fact, but I'm not experienced with transvestite stuff. Is that right? Transgender. Different word, different scope. Oh yeah. Hi, James. Sorry for the late arrival. How's your run going? Pretty good. I seem to have Nyarlathotep in my corner, though, according to the program thing, I don't, but I seem to have really connected with Nyarlathotep. Talked with Dagon again. The LAN party is next after this, so I may do that and then end the stream after doing the LAN party. So now we're trying to help Haster connect with Azachan. Not going too great. See, that's the sort of distinction I need to understand. I want to be respectful of Sparky's wishes. I want to get this right, despite feeling so clumsy and out of the loop. So how's this transgender thing work anyway? I mean, I'm trans myself, but I've had to put things together piece by piece. I'm hardly an expert, not sure how to summarize. Just pick a starting point and go. Anything to get my mind to turning would be appreciated. Good stuff, at least I got to say hi. Hi or hi? I think the best metaphor I could use is gender is a performance. Gender is a spectrum. Gender is a choice. Ooh. I forgot I said that Iris is transgender. Okay. Okay. Gender is a choice. Something that you think. Gender is a choice. And it's a chance chosen to be a woman. Done. Dang, automangle. Now, I may be a clumsy old man, but I know that queerness is something you simply are, not a lifestyle choice. Had a friend at school who had to hide his homosexuality, couldn't just choose not to be something his community hated. Well, yes, but the expression of that inner nature is a choice, right? Not when you're under pressure, not when you're hiding in a closet. Meaning Sparky had to hide who she was from us all. We provided an atmosphere of fear. Feels like I've done a great injustice to my granddaughter, even beyond the injustice I already visited on her. If I can't save Sparky as a Chan from Cthulhu's, the nursing a cold, so take as much cold and flu stuff as I dare. That's fair. From Cthulhu's influence, then she will be lost and will tragically become an enemy in the strange aeon ahead. Maybe we can avoid that. I'm working with both of you, trying to find the best path forward. I hope you can, Iris. I genuinely hope you can, and I hope I don't lose her in the process. Hang on, you just said my actual name just now. I did? Wasn't I saying it before? Maybe I processed the emotional block. That's curious. Oh, cool, you get to tell him which to choose. Not Sparky, because that was his name for his grandkid. I prefer Rainbow. Actually, can you call me Rainbow? It's my online handle. Yeah, but that's who I identify as. I'm very pleased to meet you, Rainbow. We'll table my troubles with Azachan for now. I've eaten up enough of your time this evening with my worries. Anything you'd like to chat about, Rainbow? Okay. So actually, I think I've asked Nyarlathotep all the questions that I had. I didn't realize. Why Walled Garden? The name an AS reference? No, I completely forgot about Iris until watching that thing about maintaining artificial minds, and I was like, oh, I picked the same name as Iris. Okay. So it was an unintentional reference. But I picked Iris for the name because I wanted to, it's sort of a flower name. And so I was looking at a list of flower names, and they said that Iris was the goddess of rainbows, the Greek goddess of rainbows. So I was like, okay, I'll go with that. And that also informed my choice of hacker name. Carcosa Online's a weird model, isn't it? A closed service only accessible through your client software and your subscription fee. And I get it. CompuServe, Prodigy, Q-Link, they all work the same way, but they started in the 80s before the internet was really a thing. It made sense back then. In 1999, I'm not sure it makes sense. It's gotta be costly to build up so much Carcosa exclusive content and forge all those media partnerships. Yeah, it just worked out to be a nice reference to Arcade Spirits. So why do it? Why not just sell a direct pipeline to the information superhighway like all the other ISPs do? Going to have to correct you there, Rainbow. Carcosa Online's not an internet service provider. An ISP is little more than a neutral conduit. Carcosa is something more than that. We're building a unique experience. User-friendly, family-friendly, carefully curated. Everything you need under one roof. Sure, we also offer internet access. Can't exactly get by in 1999 without doing that, but first and foremost, we direct folks to our own offerings. I'm proud of what we've built. Content by the best and the brightest catered to our audience's needs. If we do our job right, they won't need Yoggle or any other website. Carcosa will provide. So this is a strategy to push back against Yogg-Sothoth's search engine empire, huh? Now, I didn't mean to imply ill will. Yosuke has his approach and I have mine. We disagree on what's best, but it's a gentleman's disagreement. And I'm certain once Carcosa eclipses the internet's haphazard array of flawed offerings, Yosuke will come back to work for me. There's no need to fight a rival when you can befriend them, Rainbow. That's just good business, right? Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes, yes, I know exactly which one I'm going to pick. Does that mean he'd be willing to work with Niara? Okay, how far does that attitude go? You'd work with Yosuke again, but what about Niara? Well, I was under the impression Nyarlathotep hates my guts, Rainbow. If I have physical guts to hate, she'd hate him as much as a person can hate. But in theory, you'd extend the hand of friendship to them if you could. In theory, I don't see how it'd work, given she loathes everything I stand for, but in theory, yes. Don't like fostering such hateful rivals, Rainbow. Bitter competition is bad for business. It's better to achieve cooperation and harmony. Like an oligopoly didn't work out real well for the early industrial age. Would it be so bad now? True, the Gilded Age's robber barons were a menace, capitalistic thugs to all of them, but the concept is sound. I'm sad when you get the end of the Niara conversation. Was that when someone from Niara's Gestalt reported back to them? That's called a socialist take on corporate hegemony, if that makes any sense. And open arms policy is key. So this open arms idea, but that doesn't extend to the internet as a whole. You're aiming to replace it, not cooperate with it. Can't cooperate with pure chaos, Rainbow. The internet doesn't have a face or arms to hold you. It's an impossible mess. It's like, no, I want more. Yeah. I could pluck a few lost souls from that miasma, certainly elevate the worthy to a place in Carcosa, but embrace an open internet where any monster can have a homepage? No. You want a fine example of the evil men do? I've got 2 words for you. Troll Bridge. That community exists only to facilitate anonymous harassment of innocent people. They think it's funny to be cruel. That's what an unfiltered, unmoderated internet will get you, Rainbow. The lowest common denominator, constantly pushing the bar downwards until Satan could limbo under it in hell. Now imagine the internet replaced by Carcosa. Troll Bridge could never arise within these walls. We wouldn't tolerate the intolerable. Being online is a privilege, not a right. If I had my way, anyone who abuses their fellow man loses that privilege. Let them be cut off from the information age forever. Surely you agree, yes? The internet must be tamed or it'll poison generations to come. Ooh. Okay. But who decides what constitutes taming and how it's done? Free and open expression is key to forging new innovations. It's not realistic for Carcosa to somehow replace the internet. Okay. But who decides what constitutes the taming and how it's done? I'm not here to forget the internet and the ones who abuse the power it grants them. But taming the internet is a dangerously vague phrase. Smacks of censorship at best, fascism at worst. Oh, absolutely, there's certainly risk involved. I'm not denying the intense responsibility needed to make it work for everyone. Conservative thinking, the kind Cthulhu freely enables, that result in a lockdown far less tasteful than anything I'd propose. But I'm not the sort of man who lets perfect be the enemy of good. Can we perfectly balance freedom and safety? No, not likely. Is it worth the effort to try? Absolutely. And with the brilliant minds I'm gathering in Carcosa, I feel like we're up to the task. If we work together, Rainbow, any dream can be realized. Brilliant minds like Niara Thompson. Well, yes, she is quite talented, but I don't think she's keen to work with me. Didn't stop you from conscripting her into your harmony of artificial minds, did it? The clone radio scandal, Carcosa screwed her over, got her to sign her life away, then used her to mass generate hit singles. I see your meaning now. You're right to bring this up, Rainbow. I won't sweep that tragedy under my rug. But I will say I did not authorize that. One of my executives got the damn fool idea to exploit artificial mind technology that way. Had I known, I wouldn't have allowed it. Carcosa thrives on recruitment, not conscription. We want partners, not servants. Someday we find Tuhar's newspaper which shows next year's headlines, will know how he manages to write such prescient stuff. Right? So you're saying one of your partners tried to make an army of musical servants? Yes, that happened. No point denying it. I've tried to apologize to Niara, but I'm afraid she's there inconsolable. But be assured that is not Carcosa's standard operating policy. When I speak of a harmony of minds, I damn well insist on harmony. If we're to find a path for humanity, the harmony is key. Can't force anyone into my royal court. So, the royal court, what's it like? They're all artificial minds, right? How do you convince the best and brightest to die to the yellow sign? It's not quite as morbid as that. You're not seeing the upsides, Rainbow. Slice a few levels off Maslow's hierarchy of needs and be surprised what becomes possible. Imagine working tirelessly day and night on your passions, crafting art, designing technology, writing policy. Safe, secure, provided for in every way. An environment which truly allows exceptional individuals to thrive. Okay. You can be exhausted even if you don't need physical sleep. Losing one's physical body means losing the human experience. What about their legal status as individuals with rights? Legal status as individuals with rights. The world doesn't know artificial minds are derived from human sentience. Where does that leave you and your court? You're operating as Hector Jones, living human being and CEO of Carcosa. But if anyone knew you were reclusive for a reason, it's of odd concern, Rainbow. Carcosa operates in the shadows because our legal status as citizens with civil rights is suspect. Fortunately, we have a lot of lawyers in here. Plans are being drafted. We are preparing. Should the strange Aeon crack and fall to ruin, Carcosa will emerge as a fine replacement, and we will be secure in our future. All my royal subjects are individuals. They are partners, not servants, and I intend to establish them as persons in their own right. Just a matter of time, Rainbow. Just a matter of time. I hope I'm delivering a fine sales pitch, Rainbow. I'm holding out hope you'll elevate your mind in this way, too. Dagon says I need to be an in-between, a physical human with metaphysical connections or something. Perhaps afterwards, then. Never say never, Rainbow. Never say never. I think we're achieving that harmony I spoke of. A fine thing indeed. That's enough for one evening, I feel. No need to exhaust you. Long road ahead, yes? We'll talk again soon. Yes. Save. Actually, let's see. Okay, actually, I am at 2 hours, but I really want to know how the LAN party goes, so we'll go a little over. This is what I needed. It's all about the Pentiums. Full day of just soaking in absolute geekery, swapping software, playing games, enjoying the rush of competition. Talking with people about the Euro demo scene, about Practros, and about upcoming 32-bit game consoles. Still think the Dreamcast is going to beat Sony's new system. Who doesn't love hyperspeed hedgehogs? I couldn't indulge too heavily since I didn't bring enough computing power, but that's fine. Henry showed up on my driveway to help pack me and my gear away, drive me out to Miskatonic. It made his job easier this way. The makeshift ramps were a bit clunky, but they worked. The cranky old wheelchair wasn't comfy, but honestly, it helped me a lot. Today's the first time in weeks I felt like a human being and not a misery engine or a plaything of the gods. Except for one moment. Just wanted to say how inspirational you are. Oh gosh. It's so great to see you out here despite being disabled. No excuses, am I right? So brave. Which pulled me straight out of my gut feelings. That's similar to that's one of the things you can say to Jinx when you first meet her in the new challengers. And when I picked that option just to see what it was, I was like, oh no. I'm not really sure why. I mean, I've been trying to put myself up the same way in the days leading up to this. Why did hearing it from someone else make me feel worse?
Because it objectifies you.
He's sitting in the wheelchair.
When the disabled are only allowed to exist as an inspiration to others, it means you are a living transaction. There, but for the grace of God go I, they think. It's not true admiration. You help them feel self-affirmed by comparison.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. The autocratic shadow president of our nation hit it on the head.
But is that a bad thing? Your mere existence uplifts their spirits. You can be openly reviled and praised in equal measure. Everybody wins. Is it so disagreeable, elevating your fellow man? Helping them feel gratitude for what they have? Who says you should be able to lead an ordinary life? A fat welfare state pulling you up to their level hardly seems fair. Don't get me wrong. I'm proud of you for the attempt, but acknowledge the fact that charity from your coworkers made it possible.
It's not charity, it's just assistance.
They generously allowed you in, despite having to labor to make it happen. You should be thankful they let you participate.
No, this is all just poppycock.
Don't overthink this. You're the darling of the day. Be satisfied with your lot. And remember, when you stand at my side and relay, this worthless body of yours can be discarded. Imagine being free of all burdens. That could be my gift to you provided that you make rational choices. Consider that as you move forward.
I'm trying to think the Impossible Ultra Tour doesn't actually have my best interests at heart. No, really? Okay. Now I'm done for the day. Okay, basically, yeah. Just about 2 weeks left, a little less. Okay. Okay, that's it for today. We made some good progress. Yeah. So I'll be back next week. Thank you for showing up, James, and for Two Flower for showing up as well. Yeah, so I'm planning to stream next Thursday as well. I almost didn't stream today because I had an appointment earlier, but it didn't take as long as I thought it would. So a few more streams, I think, and then I'll do When Stars Collide. Don't push yourself, James. I hope you just get well soon. Thank you for just coming at all, even if you did come in towards the end. So yeah, I think we're on a good track with the Nyarlathotep and Hastur. Yogg-Sothoth and Azetan are going to take a little more work. But I've still got 2 weeks, so we'll see where it goes. So, take care, everyone. Eat food, drink water, stay cool if it's hot, stay warm if it's cold, and just have a good week. Bye!